stay low. We are flowcasting here in Toronto, Ontario. So the season has begun, and I hope you are all on the loose again. Well, I know all of you aren't. I know the winters are different all around the world. But yeah, for those of you with climates like mine, where winter is from like November until April, welcome back. So it feels like I've really only begun skating this month. Like the spring months between the winter and now we're just kind of like filler. I was going out like a couple times a week and doing a lot of spot skating. And I really feel like I'm on the loose lately. I'm not going to familiar places. I'm in exploration mode. So I'm trying to push myself a little bit, go through some rough stuff, and I found some pretty cool places here. The corridors of Toronto are very unique and artistic. Yeah, the little spot back there, I've done that smoother. I was really wanting to just find a way to loop across this street, but I got the wrong traffic flow, so I'll wait for a little while. And when it's all clear, I've got room to skate properly. So many back areas in Toronto. I could actually skate all throughout Toronto without ever really going on a main road, just crossing main streets. Or maybe the odd one block of something busy to link up to something else. But you can find a route in Toronto that's completely devoid of people. Well, not entirely, but almost devoid of people. And back closer to my home, it is quite busy. Sidewalk skating's not a great idea this time of day around Portland and Queen. So the most broken road in my immediate area is actually quite fast. The slabs are very smooth. So while I'm working a lot here to get over the cracks and I'm being a little bit maybe overly intricate for the sake of the camera, it's easy to maintain my momentum. It's just the density and smoothness of the surface. The cracks don't really matter. I could take a much straighter line if I was just maybe a little quicker in my mind, less so on my feet, but I like being busy for the sake of the video. And for watching it afterwards, I kind of like to see the individual control of each foot. It's good drill. Oops, just punch the audio. I'm doing a lot of crossover since my recent crossover video. It just reminded me of how much crossovers can give you. I've gone down this hole of NHL skaters, people who I respect the most, and why, and looking at their edges like Pavel Bure and Mike Gardner, Guy Lafleur. And I do enjoy Marner's skating. Scoring in the playoffs, not so much, but he's very fun to watch. And even the players that I don't really like very much, like Bennett. Damn, that's Sam Bennett. Yeah, his forward to backward and edge control is just unshakable. He's such a powerful skater. I can see why he's a bit of a bully out there. And Marchand, that fucking prick. I'm really starting to like that guy. It's almost at the point where I'm just giving in. It's like, all right, I'd just rather have him on our team than anybody else's team. Just get Brad Marchand, trade somebody amazing for him. Even if he's only here for another 2 years. Oh, the guy, he's just such a catalyst and finisher. But yes, sorry about you non-sport people. I don't generally do this, but if you don't watch hockey and you skate, you're really missing out on a lot of stuff. These guys do all the edge work that the most talented of us inline skaters do. That's not fair. It's different on inline skates because inline skates is actually a lot harder to have the edge control, like the spins and the carves and the independent control on one foot is a whole other ballgame on inline skates. But ice hockey players really do hold the blueprint for city skaters. I'll just do a separate video about that someday. Stephen Wutterspoon Johnstone did an imitation of me sliding out on a power drop for a longer Instagram video, which is really funny. And it looks exactly like this drop stop, this power drop, this power slop. I'd actually forgotten about that video, but I guess it was inevitable that I was going to do a drop stop off a curb someday in my Toronto roller shirt and wipe out. But yeah, this is it's chillingly similar. Did Stephen put a jinx on me? You have to take a look at it on Stephen Johnstone's Instagram, Stephen What a Spoon Johnston. Oh, the SkyDome. I just love the SkyDome. It's really quite a rough and jarring experience because it's cobblestone up top. It's quite a higgledy-piggledy experience. And these stairs are very brittle, so you roll like the 5 set or the 7 set and it feels like you've done something really difficult if you take them slow. You could just skip over these and catch an edge and barely do them. If you take them, if you don't skip them, if you actually roll them, they're jarring. And I know that if I can do these when I go to the city, most of the stairs in the city are going to be a breeze. So this, while it felt very clunky, afterwards I was pretty excited about, because I haven't hit stairs for like a few months. Maybe several. Just trying to gaslight me. But yeah, and stairs are like one of those things that if you don't do them, they start to intimidate you. If you do them every day, it's like whatever. They're just speed bumps. But today they were stairs. And then they became bumps a little later. This is a perfect place for practicing the power drop. Oh yeah. I kept finding little bits of debris here. So a little reminder to check your spots when you go skating.
I felt a little clinking under my skates, and on further investigation, I found this little hazard here. What the hell even is that? And then I also found this one too. So, yes, I'm going to put those in the bin, but I don't even trust myself to skate with those.
So the really hard part about this power drop here is getting myself in the position where I can get a good slide before I go off this double step. So I land, I go around the tree, then I have to straighten out and go into a power stop. So it's a fair amount to do. These sorts of things really pay off for future control in the streets, these tight spaces. With the power drop, it's essential that you get a lot of slide before you get the drop. If you don't kill your speed, you could slide out. Your feet can just swing up from underneath you like a pendulum in the absence of friction. So I'm aiming to get a good amount of slide and just plop gently onto what's below with no slide at all, especially on a double step. So this line is a lot like a hockey shift. I'm basically going until I can't skate properly anymore. And for me, that's like about a minute, like a hockey shift, like a long hockey shift. On the street, I could probably do this amount of activity, then do a little sprint at the end, get into a tuck, recover, and then have some activity afterwards, and get into that kind of rhythm for a series of minutes. But it's hard to get like 5 to 10 minutes because of stoplights and stuff. 5 minutes of continuous skating in the city is really hard to do. Yeah, I'm having a very playful day here today, and I'm letting myself build up to challenges. I'm not putting myself in any jeopardy. I don't want any road burn. But I'm willing to get a few bumps and scratches if I have to. That's party and parcel. I love the lateral floaty jump around things. It just feels so anti-shoe. So many things you can only do in skates. The power drop isn't one of them. I actually saw Buster Keaton do a power drop. He's like an old-time stuntman. He's just as badass as Jackie Chan. And yeah, he did this power drop when he was running away from the police in his shoes off the sidewalk and onto the road. And yeah. It was kind of a cool thing. So back at the Bentway, sometimes they have these interactive art exhibitions. And baby Ernie, little white Russ. Hey, Russ. You okay? Ernie, that is unacceptable. Macroaggressions. He says things, but he's not like that in person. When he meets people, he's very nice, but from behind the door, he says some unconscionable things. It's kind of blood curdling. For those of you out there who speak Russell, I apologize profusely. Okay, back to the Bentway. They sometimes have these interactive art exhibitions. This one's really cool. You can look through these things and see the temperature of everything you're looking at. And it gives you like the heat signature too. So if you've ever wondered about the heat signature of a power stop fretting. Here it is. So you can see the reading near the top that jumps up to 28 is the hottest thing in the picture, and that would be me. That's generally how it is. So I'm coming in at like 28 degrees, coming in hot. This is proof that the power stop is fire. Though I think somebody just walking through a frame would probably have the same glow. Lightning slides. And then I just skate until I collapse in a pile of humbled tissue. And the next day. This is the next day I wear such similar colors in this video. This is my very last line of the day here. I saw Todd here in this place when I was just milling around, thinking about what I was going to do next. And I had a great discussion with Todd. Todd is the father of Gina, an extraordinarily pretty little fluff ball. And this is near the well. This whole area 4 years ago was just absolute dog shit. There was nowhere to skate here. It was really rough. The alleys went nowhere. The roads were torn apart. There were no restaurants, and now it's just full of restaurants and shops, and it's just an incredible destination. New pavement. But yeah, this West End is just the place to be nowadays. It was just kicking off when I moved here, and now it's like, it's got the riz. So another day, same outfit, just slightly different color shirt. I've often thought about that, just going out and like changing my shirt 6 times, so I have like 6 Instagram reels where it looks like I'm skating a lot, and then I don't shoot much. I just skate. I enjoy myself because I've done the Instagram thing, but I just wasn't feeling that formula. It's probably a smart thing to do. But yes, this again is the last clip of the day. It's the only clip I shot. So I've been doing that. I've been trying to shoot less because I want to skate more. The more I skate without the pole, the better I'm going to be skating with the monopod, the selfie stick. So I owe it to you, my viewers, and to me as a skater not to skate constantly with something in my hand. It stresses me out thinking about it. I've really grown attached to skating with 2 hands. And the skates might have something to do with it. Actually, Joey McGarry from Mushroom Blading spoke about something like that as well, but really loving just the act of skating and whizzing around in a very eloquent way. Oh, yes, this motorcycle thing. So I communicated with that guy early, and he kept a really nice distance, drove in a way that he could not possibly endanger me, or I could not endanger myself. So by the end of the line, I felt like I'd been skating with him. I was trying to get him in a nice tight frame so I could put him on a thumbnail or something. Nice. I felt those good vibes.
Thanks for the ride. You're doing 30.
I had no idea what he said there. I'm like, yeah. Oh, you too. Or something like that. Which applies. He was going 30K. So here it's almost as if I heard what he'd said, and I'm like, damn it, I'm going to go 40 now. 30 sucks. .30, that's my cruising speed, I guess. So I was not really sweating it there. I was just enjoying myself. So yeah, I'm faster than that, so I need somebody patient to clock me. Somebody who'll do it over and over and over again until I get the results I need. Then I'll clock it and tell you. So yeah, I guess that's it. That's my skating the last couple weeks. I'll see you guys out there.
That's the one.
stay low.